Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to Grizz TV for another women's basketball matchup as your Franklin Grizzlies host the Anderson Ravens. I'm Ryan Gage. Ryan Gage. With me is Luke Shepard. Franklin off the back of a one-point win on Saturday versus Rose Holman, looking to split the season series versus Anderson tonight. Anderson are 5-4 in ACAC play, looking to stretch their two-game win streak out to 3. Luke, what are today's keys for victory?
So for Franklin, they need to pressure on defense. They need to force turnovers. This Anderson team is at their best when they like to get into a shootout sometimes, and that's when they win. So you need to go out there. They need to pressure on defense, force turnovers, play your ball, and then they need to play smart ball on offense. This Anderson team can pressure you. They're going to bring full court pressure all game. They're going to force a lot of turnovers. You need to play smart ball. Do not, force the ball any places. No lazy passes, and just play smart. And for Anderson, don't wear yourselves out. That full court pressure that you're going to bring, it's going to take a toll on you no matter how much you practice it. So you need to, don't chase your losses, keep your cards close to your chest, and capitalize on the opportunities when you see them.
Let's meet the starters for the game tonight. First for Anderson, number 1, Britton Beard. Number 11, Sarah Seawick. Number 21, Izzy Davis. Number 32, Bella Larison. And number 34, Victoria Detraz. For Franklin, number 3, Jordan Kuhn. Number 4, Bradley Munchel. Number 12, Erica Buning. Number 20, Taylor Cooney. And number 32, Maddie Barnes. We're going to step aside quickly for the national anthem and player intros. I'm back in a few. These two teams met to open up conference play over a month ago now. Franklin down in that matchup, 86-91. This one will certainly be a close shootout like we've seen the last couple of years between these two teams. Anderson plays that high press, 5-person at a time lineup. You see them often make 5-person wave substitutes. They go all out, try to get an early start and force you in a deep hole.
Yeah, and this Franklin team, they're just going to have to play smart to defend that. This is a very well-built Franklin College team this season. Obviously, the records have shown that. The stats have shown that. They just got to play smart basketball today and not let the pressure get to them, because that's just going to be the key.
Quickly in the opening tip-off, Anderson controls it, and Detraz gets underneath and scores for the opening basket of the game just 8 seconds in. Defender falls down. Cooney slips in a pass for Buning and scores on the layup.
Good play inside, looking for Buning, cutting right to the rim.
Buning's had a huge couple recent games for Franklin, had 18 points in the win versus Rose Holman. That helped march that comeback in that third quarter for Franklin. Now Davis drives inside, gets it poked away, and draws a foul there on Maddie Barnes, first personal. 30 seconds into the game. And Cash tries to get inside to Detraz. Buning took it away, tried to outlet up to Munchel, and she was not ready for it.
Yeah, it was a good play by Buning, just straight up ripping it away. I mean, she's definitely just going to have to do a lot of that tonight, because I think that's going to be the biggest matchup tonight. You know, going down low between Buning and Detraz, it's gonna be a close matchup.
In the lane now, spinning as Seawack misses that opportunity, and now Franklin got numbers up top, looking for Kuhn, saves it on the inbound. Inside Cooney now, kick out, deflection. In the backcourt, Munchel picks it up for Franklin. Shot clock down to 15. Buning inside, double team brought. Kuhn sidestepping, drives inside, kicks back out. Munchel, she'll try a three-pointer, connects.
Good ball movement on the offensive end. Buning, they looked for her down low. She had it, but then they brought the double team. Someone's got to be open on the wing. Pass out to Kuhn. Kuhn makes a really good play out to Munchel.
For Briley Munchel, that's not really her shot. Hasn't made many threes this season. Made that one. And then blocking foul underneath there. Foul on the shot. It's the second foul already on Maddie Barnes. Just the fourth three-pointer on the year from Briley Munchel on that attempt earlier. And now Sarah Seawack at the free throw line with 2 shots.
Seawack's had a good season for them. 10 points, their only other double-digit scorer this season. She's been efficient, been a good three-point shooter for them as well. So that's definitely going to be something they're going to be looking for today in the half-court sets.
Second free throw, no good. Now Cooney picked up the rebound, takes it coast to coast, scores, and the foul. Put on the line for a three-point play.
I like that take from Cooney. Sometimes you'll see players like to force that pass to the other side of the block to like Buning right there where she was, but Cooney took her chance, took it all the way herself, and won.
Can't convert the free throw, but nobody boxed out Buning. 1 for 2 on that play.
I mean, that's lazy right there from Anderson. You need to box out. You need to get down low. And right now this is a game on the inside.
That handle taken away there from Larison and a turnover. And then diving on the floor, Cooney took a shot, and she's down hard. We'll step aside as we check on the player on the court. So Taylor Cooney able to get onto the feet by herself. Looked like to be a shoulder, neck injury there. Couldn't quite tell.
Yeah, shoulder, maybe potentially a collarbone. So we'll see how that progresses. But
we know she's a tough fighter. She will come back after anything. She had multiple knocks in the head earlier this season in the matchup, and she came back for that.
Yeah, she's gone down hard and has come back in later games. But now Brooke Grinstead comes in, brings a big three-point shooting element to the team.
There's it inside, dumps underneath, kick out for Seawack for three. Back rim, no good. Kuhn for the rebound. And too many steps there trying to outlet pass from Jordan Kuhn, and that's a travel on Franklin.
I'm not sure what happened there. I'm not sure if she just slipped or lost the ball for a second because it just came out awkward. So I'm guessing that the ball must have just like slipped from her hands and she had to end up taking an extra step.
A little bit of hesitation after the bobble and then too many steps. So 7:40 into the first quarter, 9-3 Franklin leads.
I mean, if you're the Grizzlies, this is exactly what you want to see to start the game. Like you said, Anderson's going to be usually the team that's going to go out and start fast with their pressure. But Franklin's been getting to the fast break really easily, and they're getting to the hot start.
Yep. Kuhn drives inside with the layup. Can't finish. Buning. That one bounces out.
She's not going to let too many of those go. She's already had a couple tonight. She's going to get more.
Davis full steam ahead towards the rim and scores with the left hand. Into the corner for Grinstead. Bounce pass to Buning in the lane. Kick out. Munchell three-pointer again. Rims out. Long rebound. Munchell picks up her own miss.
I love that. Chasing down your own shot. We're all taught as kids to go do that. 99% of players don't, and she did right there, and it paid off.
Step back two-pointer from Kuhn. Off the front rim, no good. Now Davis taking it away again. Kick out into the corner. Seawack three-pointer, no good.
Here she goes in the fast break. No one's beating her here.
Yeah. Ooh, Seawack gets back just in time and knocks it out of the hands of Jordan Kuhn.
Commentator clinch, I'm never saying that again.
She bursted out into a sprint there. And the dribble had her beat, but Seawack able to get the extra step heading towards the rim. Schulte looking for options, finally gets it in for Miller. And then Miller inside, layup, floater, no good. A full court pass, looking for Detraz, and then picked off. Franklin back in the fast break. Miller underneath, contact, and going to the line.
I love the pressure here from Franklin. I feel like Anderson's making a little bit of some lazy passes on the offensive end and not being super smart with where they throw the ball. I feel like they're forcing it inside a little bit. So Franklin's capitalizing on that and tangling them up down low and, you know, getting their hands on the ball.
Sophomore Peyton C. checks in for Franklin. One of the key players off this bench, averages almost 10 points a game, almost 7 rebounds as well for Franklin. One of the key contributors of the bench unit for Franklin.
Yeah, very good year from Peyton C. Definitely be one of those core players going forward for them. And she's just been a force down low. Almost every single game it seems like she gets an and one and just, you know, will just bully people down low.
First 4 minutes of this opening quarter gone by. Franklin with a 5-point lead, 10-5. Davis kicking out, finds Tolliver, and then Tolliver inside, layup over Jordan Kuhn, and then a missed shot there. C at the baseline, turn around, can't get it over Detraz, but then a foul there called. Bit of a late whistle on Anderson. This opening 4.5 minutes has almost felt like a track meet. Both teams sprinting up and down the court after missed shots.
Yeah.
It's pushing in transition.
Yeah, very few dead balls, very few, you know, shots that are, you know, bringing a stop to play. And Anderson, a big reason for that, Anderson has not been able to get into their full court press set because they haven't scored enough on the offensive end. They haven't been able to get into their half-court sets and find, their ways on the three-point line.
Peyton C at the free throw line goes 2 for 2. Makes a 7-point Franklin lead.
Surprisingly enough, in their half-court sets, their three-pointer is one of the more successful things. They're 37% from shooting on the season, 31% from three. It's better than Franklin.
Davis step back three-pointer, back iron, no good.
They're going to be looking for that.
Larison guarded by Grinstead. Larison in the post now. Hook shot, can't roll off the front of the rim. Another forced miss by Franklin. And Schulte to the rim and scores.
Good attack, no fear. Taking it right down low. Good play.
Halfway through the first quarter, Anderson is shooting 2 for 8 from the field so far. But Franklin's 5 of 11. See if Anderson can get some better looks here. As Larison inside over Grinstead. Good defense again from Franklin. Schulte out to Grinstead. Step back, three-pointer. Grinstead left it short.
Usually you're going to see her from the catch and shoot from the three-point line, but I don't hate that shot there.
Davis driving, kick out, and stepped on the sideline there is Reed. And that's another turnover, their third of the opening quarter. Take it to our immediate timeout here. 4:25 left in the first quarter. Franklin with a 14-5 lead. Guess we're not going to immediate timeout, so we're back. No immediate timeout here yet. Franklin possession. Schulte pushing the pace. Finds C. Over the corner. Schulte thought about the three-pointer. Taylor Cooney back in the game for Franklin. Schulte miss off the front rim. That rebound not secured by Anderson, and it's a Franklin possession still.
She rushed that shot a little bit too much. She was wide open. I love the shot. Pump fake, wide open pull-up, but just rushing it a little too much. Just got to play in the pace of your game.
Catch and shoot for Taylor Cooney, and she checks back in with another field goal.
And there you go. Like we said, she came back in, already contributing.
Driving inside, goes Siwak and draws some contact on the drive. Another foul on Franklin.
I like when Anderson gets up into the high post and right around the free throw line and likes to take it down low for a drive, and they have options on the wings to pass it. I like when they do that and they kind of have a set where the big man can kind of decide, and I feel like they should be running that more. They were able to expose it already.
Long three there, no good, but a rebound for Datraz and a putback. Schulte into the corner. Miller pump fakes, drives, baseline, lost the handle. I don't know if they call that a block, but Siwak picks it up. Now numbers going the other way. Kick out, three-pointer, Beard, no good. And shot underneath. Larison on the offensive rebound, puts it in and scores, and a three-point play coming at the line.
Good hustle on the offensive end, going for the board, getting down low, crashing. They had two people down low. Good way to get yourself back in the game.
Larison at the line, trying to cap off his three-point play, cut it to a 6-point game, and does so. 3.5 minutes left to play in the first quarter. Jordan Kuhn back in the game for Franklin. But here goes Cooney inside at the post. Grinstead in the lane, finishing with the front rim. Davis back in the game for Anderson. Kicking to the corner. Beard working on Kuhn. Beard bumping bodies. Puts up the shot. Can't connect. Rebound for Jordan Kuhn.
Really good defense by Kuhn, moving her feet, putting her body up against.
Cross-court pass finds Grinstead for three, and she connects one.
And that's exactly what she brings to the offense. Is now Kuhn putting it into the fast break.
Steele can't finish. Offensive rebound, Cooney, and she puts up the shot too strong. Pass up high for Datraz, and it's a turnover by Anderson again. This game so far has been playing into the hands of Franklin. They haven't let Anderson get into a rhythm on offense. They haven't been able to set up that full court defense they like to do.
Well, now this is where you would do it, but I feel like they've been running around so much. They're not really bringing it right now. It's like this is one of the few times we've seen Franklin taking the ball all the way up the floor, and now you're not bringing your full court press.
Pass inside, extra pass from Kuhn to Grinstead, three-pointer off the front rim. Davis elbow jumper, too strong. Another missed field goal.
Not a high percentage shot there.
Grinstead into the corner. Kuhn, three-pointer off the front rim again. Franklin just can't connect from three, just 2 for 6. They've had open looks from there. Under 2 minutes to play in the first quarter. Davis spinning in the lane, finishing, and a blocking foul there called on Jordan Kuhn, so a three-point play coming for Izzy Davis.
Yeah, I don't know why Kuhn. She tried to slide in front. She may have been trying to defend the play, but she was in the restricted zone, not fully set. Easy call right there for the referee.
So Izzy Davis at the line, the junior from Indianapolis, Bishop Chatard High School. Averages almost 14 points a game and is the leading player on this Anderson roster. And she converts a three-point play for the Ravens. Schulte into the corner, Grinstead. And Schulte up top to Kuhn at the free throw line. Turnaround jumper rolls out. Larson trying to push the tempo. Davis slows it down. Larson left open for three, and she drills one.
Wide open. I mean, that's just a little too easy for Anderson. First three-pointer of the day. That's what they were looking for. Puts them at 1 for 6 now. And generally, they're going to be more efficient from that, so you got to watch out, not leave them open.
A bit of a zone look here from Anderson. Grinstead into Taylor Cooney in the lane. Hands off to Buning. Push shot, no good.
I mean, I don't hate the shots here because when you got a zone, you want to attack the middle, break the zone, and then you can get some stuff going from the free throw line.
Larson, another three-point attempt, that time too strong. Now 45 seconds left in the quarter. Boom, pushing the pace. Bounce pass for Buning, and it's knocked away. Turnover, third of the game for Franklin.
Anderson's done a really, really good job at shutting down Buning down low and not letting her get any sort of easy looks.
Three-pointer off the mark there from Reed. Out of bounds for Franklin. Miller and Munchel in for the Franklin. Shot clock off under 30 seconds, so Franklin can hold for the final shot of the quarter. See if they do so.
Well, when you got the zone, you kind of have to break it quick, not let them settle in.
Into the corner for Miller, three-pointer. Foot was on the sideline. It's another turnover by Franklin. So now Anderson, chance to make it just a one-possession game here with a basket going into the second quarter. Down to 5. Davis got to go to work here. Guarded by Cooney. Davis inside, kicks in the corner. Three-pointer from Reed. It connects. To end the quarter, makes it a 2-point game, 21-19. Izzy Davis had 5 points in that quarter. Tied the game high with Brooke Grinstead's 5 as well.
And Reed, after the air ball 3, you keep her out there, you give her another shot at it, drains it to end the quarter. Huge play, huge confidence boost for her. And now their three-pointer is starting to get going at the end of the quarter there. Franklin's going to have to watch out for that. That's going to be their biggest threat in the half-court set.
End of the first quarter, we'll be back for second quarter in just a few. Just a 2-point game after the first quarter, 21-19. Franklin looking to get going in the second quarter.
Yeah, they've really got to pick up there. They got to just play a little bit smarter. They had a little bit of some easy turnovers there to end the quarter. Break the zone like they've been doing. They've been doing all the right things. Attack the middle, then dish out to the wings.
Green there got trapped underneath and taken away on the kick out. Davis drives baseline, tipped away there by Miller.
Good play from Sabrina Miller, closing out, making the pass just a million times harder.
Franklin looking to get Jordan Kuhn going in the second quarter. Was 0 for 5 in the opening period. And he's looking to end a streak of rough performances for Franklin. Inside, Seawack finishing with some contact. Now Kuhn for Franklin driving inside, loses the handle, trying to kick out, wrapped up, and foul inside there. As Kuhn trying to kick out, goes on Beard. It's her first.
Anderson coach was calling for a 3-second down low on Kuhn, but Kuhn lost the ball, and it was still technically a loose ball there, no possession for either team.
Munchell gets it into the free throw line with Cooney. Cooney driving inside, takes some contact, can't finish the basket, but will shoot 2 at the line.
Good play from Cooney inside. Sometimes you says take matters into your own hands when you're on this kind of drought that Franklin's on right now. Haven't been shooting well. They're down to 35% on the day. Just drive down low and just try and force a foul.
Anderson going back to the last quarter on 11-0 run. Franklin trying to just halt this run in this second quarter as Cooney goes to the line and goes 2 for 2. Peyton C comes in for Jordan Kuhn. Davis gets off to Larison. And now back at Davis on the left wing. Shot clock down to 10. Driving inside, trying to dish it to Detraz. Can't handle the pass and a turnover.
Yeah, it was looking like a failed play there, broken play. They were trying to, I think, dish it around for a top of the key 3 off the screen, but there seemed to be a little bit of confusion. Weren't able to quite execute.
See now at the free throw line, gets underneath for Buning. Her shot won't go. A rebound for Anderson.
I mean, Buning's generally going to make those shots. I don't love how Anderson spread their 2-3 out all the way to the three-point line, because that just is going to make it so much easier for them to attack down low.
Long 3 there from Larison, and it connects. Gives Anderson the lead, 24-23. Bounce pass C underneath, goes up with it and scores. Puts Franklin back on top. Davis at the elbow, goes up over Cooney, can't finish. Cooney on the drive inside, off the glass with the left hand and scoring.
I love seeing how Cooney's just attacking the zone defense. She's entering one side, moving around at around the midway of the free throw line in the basket, and she's making the zone a little bit confused and just getting herself wide open down low.
Buning pokes that away from Detraz, and now on the floor, tie up there, jump ball. I believe Anderson has the possession arrow here, second quarter, so they'll keep it, but shot clock down to 13. Inbound pass, travel there on Williamson. That's the 7th turnover of the game so far for Anderson.
Yeah, a lot of their turnovers, too, have just been kind of simple ones like that, stepping out of bounds or a little easy travel. We've already done that a few times. It's just simple mistakes that you're going to have to overcome because you just can't have too many of those.
Miller cut off, gets a 2C at the elbow. Now Munchell on the right wing. Shot clock down to 10 for Franklin. Munchell, C, long two-pointer. She buries it. 3 straight field goals for Franklin there. Puts them up 29-24. Davis driving inside, over top of Cooney again. Can't finish. And that one off of Franklin on the rebound. Anderson keeps it. Davis drives on the baseline, up underneath. Foul before the shot, it looks like. So no basket there for Izzy Davis. Foul goes on the floor before the shot. Goes on Taylor Cooney. Davis comes around the handoff, pulls up long two, can't fall.
I mean, this is when they've been their best offense right here. Moving in motion, attacking the rim, but could have showed it down there.
Errant shot from Taylor Cooney. And now underneath with Larison, can't finish. Miller tied up underneath there by Davis. And then a jump ball again. Franklin with possession this time.
You gotta keep the ball low there. I love taking it coast to coast, getting it all the way down low, kick it out for the open three, but you just gotta keep the ball down low because once it's up high, it's just gonna be so easy for them to be able to grab onto it, force a jump like that. Luckily, Franklin still had possession for them.
Putting off the inbound pull-up jumper, no good. 5:50 left to play in the second quarter. 29-24, Franklin lead. Into the corner there with Tolliver. Now back to Davis in the corner. She'll try a three-pointer, and she buries it.
The three-pointers have just been absolutely on point this quarter, and now it's starting to become more of a reality. They're 4 for 11 on the day. They're getting to that efficiency that they like to be at, Anderson. You've really got to close out better on those threes.
Buning working her way inside and scoring off the glass.
That's what she needed. She's had a little bit of a drought since the beginning of the first. Good play inside, using a little bit of footwork.
Up to 6 points on 3 of 6 shooting for Erica Buning. A three-pointer from Williamson. Long rebound, and Schulte tried to save it in the corner, couldn't do so. .509 left to play in the second quarter. Like went up 31-27. Both teams in a bit of a track meet early on, just running out in transition, trying to get quick baskets before any team gets set in their half-court defense. Underneath, Larison takes some contact there from Grinstead and then earns 2 shots at the line.
Yeah, so far, the pace of this game feels a lot like the first one. The first one was very high scoring. Anderson came out with the victory because when they get into the fast break, I feel like that's kind of what they want to see. Even though Franklin's been more efficient on it today, I think late in the game it's going to really matter.
First free throw good there for Taylor. And McKinley Taylor goes 2 for 2 at the line there for Anderson. Makes it as a 2-point game with 5:06 to play in this second quarter. Breeden into the game. Our free throw line jumper, no good. Offensive rebound though for Franklin. Back
Beautiful.
Breeden can't finish the move though.
I mean, you're going to finish that 99% of the time. It's just unfortunate it happened there. The ball movement was absolutely perfect there from Franklin.
Kick out into the corner. Reed driving, kicks back out. inside. Williamson gets tied up there. And the possession goes out on Franklin. Takes us to our media timeout here. Franklin up 31-29, 4:25 left to play in this second quarter. So Anderson with the ball. 10 seconds left on the shot clock, though, for the Ravens. Get it inbound to Detraz. Now Taylor inside. Gets it knocked away by Buning and a turnover by Franklin.
She's been tying up a lot down low, and it's just been really, really good today, forcing turnovers.
Buning on the drive. Takes it to the rim, can't finish. Breeden underneath, can't get it to go. Now trapped underneath their three Ravens defenders, and they tie it up for a jump ball. Third jump ball of this second quarter. So 4 minutes left to play in the first half. Kick out, three-pointer, Williamson, too strong. Here comes Kuhn running the fast break. Gets cut off, now cross-court pass to Grinstead. Grinstead driving inside and finishing off the rim.
Grinstead's had a great start so far. I liked the look from Kuhn, stopping on the wing, looking for the cut inside off the fast break. Couldn't find it. Good adjustment out to Grinstead on the wing.
And then defensive foul there on Franklin. Mixed reactions from the crowd. Schulte, I believe, is one to go to ground guarding Davis. Instead, Davis will head to the free throw line.
They even called it a personal there.
Davis at 8 points so far. 1 for 1 from the line. Makes it 2 for 2 at the line with one more pending.
Funny enough, I feel like she's been just more of the ball handler today rather than leading scorer, but she's out there. She's already got 9 points. She's making an impact without really taking control of the game so far. So we've, she averages 15 a game. Izzy Davis is going to be looking to, get hot, especially once we get into the second half.
The double figures, the first scorer of the contest in the double figures is Izzy Davis. Taylor Cooney not far behind, for Franklin has 8. And Kuhn, long three-pointer, top of the key, left it short again. But then pokes it away there from Seawack. Now Cooney, handoff Grinstead, underneath Buning, underneath the basket, can't finish. Offensive rebound for Franklin though. Grinstead brings it around, misses a shot. Cooney picks up the rebound though. Unfortunate possessions there for Franklin, couldn't capitalize with a basket.
They just have not been able to get their way. And another foul call down low.
Detraz draws that one. That pass almost picked off. Both Schulte and Kuhn were flying across the middle trying to take it away, but it ended up in the hands of Detraz, and she drew the foul going up for the shot and has a chance to tie it up here at 33.
They've really gotten her involved today. Down low, they've even given her opportunities to kind of run the offense from like the free throw line and look for the wings and for other cutters. And she's definitely been a big impact Detraz has.
Can tie it up there with the 2 free throws, just 1 for 2 at the line. Cooney kicks out for Kuhn. Kuhn in the lane, stop and pop, can't finish. been a rough start for Jordan Kuhn, 0 for 7 from the field.
Yeah, but she does start slow sometimes. She's done that a few times already this year, especially at home. And she comes out in the second half and usually starts to, get in her groove a little bit and play more of her game. Get a little more comfortable.
Kuhn thought about the three-pointer there and then loses possession, but knocked back into her hands. Cooney at the free throw line, left open for the easy jumper, and she'll take that all day.
I mean, I get that you're leaving it open, but man, that's a little too easy, a little too open, especially for Taylor Cooney.
Puts her up to 10 points, leading scorer for Franklin. Long three there from Larison.
They're just going to keep firing away on those, it seems.
And Kuhn underneath, can't finish the layup. 0 for 8 start for Jordan Kuhn.
Franklin has just not been able to get their shots to go, especially down low today.
Yeah, they're shooting 34% from the field so far. As DeTraz gets a little down low, draws contact, and will shoot 2 more free throws. Peyton C. and Sabrina Miller check in for Franklin. Taylor Cooney and Jordan Kuhn head out. Traz here, trying to make it 9 points on the day and does so. Go along with 3 rebounds and a block and a steal in this opening half. There's still 1 minute and 20 to play. Side C gets down low and finishes.
Peyton C's been like kind of the master of that, cutting down low and beating them inside. I love that pass from Erica Buning.
Peyton C starting out 3 for 3 so far. And 2 free throws has her up to 8 points. Under a minute to play. See which team can head into the locker room with a lead in the corner. 3-pointer too strong there from Reed. Now Munchel driving it in the coast to coast. Grinstead now in the corner. Bottoms out. That one was halfway down, popped back out. Davis driving inside and then takes some contact on the layup and will shoot 2 free throws.
Seems to be the story of the Grizzlies night so far. Not able to kind of get the shot to go, just rimming in and out. Just seemed to go that way for them so far tonight. 8 or 15 for 44 from the field.
Davis misses the first of 2 free throws here. Second free throw, though, connects and ties it up at 37. With 38 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Anderson likely will have time for one last shot in this quarter. Franklin a chance to take the lead. Buning inside, double teamed, and gets it rejected. And now Anderson a chance to push on the fast break. Into the corner for Tolliver. No good on the attempt. Long rebound, kicked out.
Now looking for the last shot here.
Taylor gives it over to Seawack. Now into the corner. Grinstead takes it away.
Huge play from Grinstead.
Just down to 2. Miller will have to put up a heave here at the buzzer. That one off target, and we're tied up after 2 quarters. Franklin inefficient from the field, but Anderson matching them, just 11 for 34, but the 4 for 16 from 3 has helped them keep pace with Franklin. Franklin is 15 of 45, dominating the glass, 30-26 so far this half. Taylor Cooney, the standout player for Franklin in that half, 10 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists on 4-9 shooting.
I like seeing that Franklin 9 assists, 6 steals. It's a really good pace that they set out for themselves, forcing turnovers and moving the ball around on offense. But 11 fouls is too much. And whether you can, think that the refs are calling it against you, this means that you are still being too sloppy on the inside, especially on defense. So you need to be just a little bit cleaner on the inside. Don't make it so easy for them to call any, sort of attempted block shots where you're coming down, you're skimming them on the arm. They just need to be a little more clean inside, and too many blocking fouls. They keep trying to set it up for the charge. Again, it's really hard to get a charge call. You have to play a little bit smart, and you really only capitalize at that when you see that it's right there for you. Because I feel like they've just been too sloppy on defense, and the 11 fouls over more than double of what Anderson has so far has shown that.
11 for 14 from the free throw line for Anderson, just 5 of 7 for Franklin. Franklin's bench outscoring Anderson 18 to 11. Paint points somewhat even. Franklin has a little bit of the edge, 20 to 15. And the second chance and fast break points going either way there. Franklin led by as much as 11 in that first quarter, but Anderson cut it back down with an 11-0 run in that first quarter into the second quarter. And they tied it up heading into the break at 37 all. We'll step aside and be back for the second half of basketball in a few. deadlocked after the opening 2 periods here at 37-37. Franklin didn't spend much time in the locker room, just after 5 minutes came back out and got to shooting around.
Well, I think a lot of it is that their shots just need to fall. I mean, they're 32% from the field. They've had a lot of open looks, especially down low, right by the rim. And some of them have gone in and out. Some of them have just been completely missed. But 32% from the field is not good enough. I'm sure that would go up, especially Anderson. Anderson, again, 32% from the field. Theirs is probably going to go up as well, including both teams' three-point percentage. But Franklin's had a lot of just shots that need to go in and a lot of good open looks that just they haven't been able to execute. So I think that's just all it is. It's more of just getting your touch right.
Maddie Barnes picked up 2 early fouls in the first quarter. Well, I didn't see much of her. See if she can make an impact in this third quarter. Looks like Barnes drives inside, tries to get underneath there, and gets it blocked away by Detraz. Franklin keeps possession here on the baseline, just 9 on the shot clock. They get in quick for Taylor Cooney. They kick out. Barnes, long 2, connects.
Maddie Barnes is a huge piece for this team. She does a really good job getting them in transition, moving the ball around. She's really going to be important for their offense now coming back in the game for the first time since, like you said, the first quarter.
Beard, three-pointer in the corner, rims around and out. Barnes grabs the rebound. Franklin pushing in transition. Cross-court pass. Grinstead, three-pointer, drills it.
And that's what she brings to this team. That's exactly what she does. I mean, and she's already got 2 triples today, 2 for 5, 10 points for her on the day, the second double-digit scorer. That's exactly what she brings off the bench, and she's going to be playing a lot of minutes tonight after, a good first half.
Franklin opted to leave Jordan Kuhn on the bench to start the second half, after she went just 0 for 8 from the field to open up the game. Grinstead, and then Grinstead there steps on the sideline, driving to the basket. .30 left in the third quarter. Taylor, that's Larison for 3 this time. Bounces off the back iron, no good. Luncho pushing it to Cooney. Cooney drives inside, stops and pops. Left it too strong. Beard almost didn't see that pass. Kept it in bounds just barely. Now Larison working inside, kicked out. Long 3 for Seawick. Bottoms out. Long rebound poked out. Davis picks it up at the elbow. Connects.
Wow. I mean, they've been firing a lot of long threes today. They get the ball to Davis, top of the wing, by coincidence, and it just works out in their favor to their best player.
Barnes misses a layup inside. The rebound pokes around and off of Anderson. Franklin keeps it on the sideline inbounds. Peyton C will check in for Erica Buning. Grinstead gets it inside to C, poked away by Taylor. Now C underneath, scoring with contact, put on the line, 3-point play coming.
Already said it in the first half. It seems like she gets an and one every single game. She goes down there, she uses her burst of acceleration and just absolutely beats any sort of post presence that they have down there. Peyton C, a huge member off this bench, already at 10 points, 4 for 4 from the field.
Trying to become team's leading scorer with this free throw. And does so. 11 points for Peyton C off the bench. Been a key part of this Franklin team all year. Showing her value here today. Davis guarded by Barnes. Drives to the elbow, kicks out. Williamson, he gets it up now to Taylor. Taylor working on Cooney, kicks out. Davis, three-pointer. Leaves it too short. Barnes to Grinstead, another three-pointer for Franklin. That one just right. Davis running the other way, and then Taking contact there is Grinstead. They'll call that a blocking foul on Franklin. Davis will shoot 2 free throws.
As much as Davis was enforcing the contact there, Grinstead just wasn't set, and that's been their 4th blocking foul of the day so far. And, you know, that's playing a part into why they have so many fouls racked up, and they already did in the first half. It's because they're not set when they're trying to get these blocking fouls down low. Anderson's just getting free throws but at this point.
Putting Franklin in a little bit of foul trouble as well. Grinstead has 3 fouls on her. Barnes with 2, Schulte with 2, Miller with 2. Just early in this third quarter, don't want to see a lot of players with multiple fouls, especially when they get down the stretch here.
Yeah, now Grinstead coming out here for Molly Schulte.
Schulte driving inside, kicking out to Barnes. Barnes hands off to Schulte to C. C working inside, spinning in the lane, can't finish. And a rebound for Anderson. Chance to tie it back up with her 2. A 3-pointer would take the lead. They kick into the corner, 3-pointer. Tolliver buries it. And Anderson back in front.
That's how they're going to get back in this game. They're going to keep firing away from deep, and that's their best bet. They've already shot 21 today, made 5 of them. They're going to keep looking for that. Barnes
wide open there underneath the rim. Couldn't finish. And then an errant pass trickles out of bounds, and Franklin turns it back over. It looks like Franklin taking a timeout here. 6:06 to play. Anderson 1-point lead, 46-45. So 1-point game with 6:06 to play in the third quarter. Anderson with possession, chance to extend the lead. Larison driving inside, over 2 defenders, can't finish. And a long rebound off of Anderson. Franklin gets the ball. Franklin's field goal percentage yet to jump up from that 32% mark was at the halftime. Anderson's creeped up a bit to 34%. Just need to get some better offensive looks here for Franklin.
Yeah, and I feel like they're forcing it in some ways. And I mean, getting it down low to Peyton C might be your best bet.
But underneath there, Taylor rejecting the shot. Franklin keeps the ball, though, with 13 on the shot clock. Get it into Taylor Cooney as she leaves the inbound shot short, but grabs her own miss. Poked away. Barnes picks it up.
You have numbers.
Barnes, Taylor Cooney inside at the shot clock, can't get the rim. And then shot clock violation there on Franklin. None of the shots ever made contact with the rim.
And the freshman Molly Schulte trying to really, talk to the offense here. They've just been in a complete dead stall. They haven't really been getting into any sort of half-court sets here and putting any pressure on the Sanderson team on defense to force turnovers. So I think Schulte demanding that they get something going. You got to get a little bit more motivated than this.
Munchel driving inside and then wrapped up there by Beard. It goes on Beard, determining whether it was if Munchell was trying to go up for the shot. Takes us to our immediate timeout here. 45-46 still with 4:58 to play. So 4:58 left in this third quarter. It's a 1-point Anderson lead. Both teams just inefficient from the floor so far tonight. Inbound pass gets it into Schulte. Just barely though from Franklin.
It's just been some of the moves have been a little lazy. I just don't feel like they have a lot of intention with where they're going with the ball. There's no real set offense here. They're just kind of moving around, which sometimes can work, but you need to have some sets sometimes. But there you go. Munchell getting inside.
Munchell's second basket of the game. Puts up to 5 points. Puts Franklin up 47-46. Williamson now driving inside. Shot off the glass and scoring.
It just seems that as soon as Franklin gets out of their drought, Anderson just replies right back.
Trading baskets and trading leads. That's the 9th lead change of our game so far. Barnes jacks up a 3. Offensive rebound, Buning underneath, can't finish. Another one for Peyton C. And has to kick out to Barnes. Barnes up top, Schulte. Pass almost picked off. Recovery defense here. Pump fake for Munchell and buries a 2-pointer.
That was awesome. I mean, they're moving the ball a little bit better now, but again, Anderson's trapping almost every single time, especially down low. So move the ball around the wings. Like there's going to be people open. Move the ball around the rings. They're double and triple teaming down low on Buning and C because they have been the most effective players so far besides Taylor Cooney, who's not on the floor right now.
Seawick driving inside. Buning got a piece of it, but Detraz picks it up and puts it back in. 11 points for Detraz.
She's been a nightmare inside today, 4 for 4 from the field. She's been tough for them to counter.
Buning gets underneath. Detraz with another block. C grabs the miss. Up top, Munchell, extra pass. Schulte, stop and pops, and buries it.
Like they're starting to find their shots a little bit more, and I love the full court pressure here from Maddie Barnes. Putting
Almost
pressure on them.
Forcing the steal, and stepping out of bounds is Williamson on the sideline there. Another turnover. Now Jordan Kuhn will check in for the first time this half. She started off the first half just 0 for 8 on the field. The Franklin leading scorer is trying to find something on the offensive end.
Yeah, we'll see. You know, she's gotten hot in the second half in a lot of different games so far this season after starting off cold. It's not impossible to do so. I think starting her off on the bench, she may have been a little frustrated going into the half. Cool her off and get her going. Let her play the pace of her game.
Inside for C, working inside. Detraz there with a good defense and a missed shot from Franklin. Left open in the corner. Tolliver, 3-pointer, cash.
Lefty's never going to miss wide open. Just the logic that I've always followed.
Second three for Tolliver puts Anderson up by 2. Barnes into Buning in the lane. Buning trying to put up a shot off the glass and finishes it.
Good play from Buning there. I like, Jordan Coons coming off screens on the weak side, and I just feel like they're not looking for her right now. Get her involved in the offense. Even though she had a rough start, get her involved. She is your leading scorer for a reason.
Oh, almost out of bounds there for Tolliver, but saving it on the sideline. Now Davis will try a long 3. Bottoms for Izzy Davis, her second three-pointer.
I mean, just when we were talking about inefficiency, both teams are now just going back and forth and going off on offense.
Buning kicking out to Munchell, steps inside, takes a 2-pointer, and third field goal of the quarter for Briley Munchell, puts her up at 9 points on the night.
She's had a really good third quarter so far, especially these last couple minutes, getting some shots up, keeping this lead close.
So 1-point Anderson lead. Inside, Seawick drawing contact, another blocking foul on Franklin.
My counter goes up to 5 on the day. Just, you got to get set, and you just have to, if you're going to, because when you're falling back, it is generally going to be on purpose. You're not generally falling backwards on accident unless they are that strong of an offensive player down low. So you just need to keep yourself upright and put your body into them with your chest rather than falling backward and making an easy call for the referee.
Seawick at the line. Converts both free throws, puts it up to a 3-point game again for Anderson. Minute 15 left in this third quarter. Barnes inside, taken away by Anderson. Beard will just slow it up. Take the game clock under a minute here.
I like their idea. Slow it down, run your offense. They're probably going to be looking for a 3 here.
There's a 3 there. Sign from Taylor. Shot missed, but an offensive rebound. Second chance point opportunity for the Ravens. Beard around the screen. Gives it up. Taylor.
5 left on the shot clock.
Kick out. Tolliver. 3-pointer. Cash.
I mean, not much you can do there. A deep contested 3, not very rarely going to go in, especially when the team shot 7 for 24 before that one.
Inside the Barnes, now Buning on the right-hand side. Gets it up to Barnes again on the right wing. Game clock down to 6. Cooney inside the free throw line, connects on a jumper.
Their pull-up jumper has been the most efficient shot this second half. Now 4-point game going into the fourth here.
Franklin will need to mount just a 4-point deficit into this fourth quarter to try and pick up the win here versus the Ravens. They went to Anderson earlier this season and lost that close game. Franklin in another close game against the Ravens. We'll step aside for a few. Be back for the fourth quarter of action. 10 minutes left to decide this contest. Anderson has the advantage into the fourth quarter with a 61-57 lead. Izzy Davis has 18 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists to lead the way for the Ravens, but the supporting cast has drilled 8 3-pointers to help her out. And Davis, that shot rims around and no good. Barnes.
I like when Barnes is leading the fast break for them, going coast to coast.
Inside, can't finish. Chance to cut in the lead there for Franklin, goes to begging. Davis thought about the three-pointer, passes it up. Handoff. Larison kicks out. Davis will try a three this time. Rims out. Beard offensive rebound. And I call that a trap ball there, as Munchell made contact on the way up. Franklin has possession arrow, so they'll get the ball.
One thing I noticed after the end of the third quarter, Anderson had 10 turnovers going into the second half. They only ended up with 1 in that third quarter. Franklin had 6. They got up to 10 after that third quarter. Not forcing enough turnovers and not playing smart on the offense has been a big reason why Anderson was able to jump out to a lead in that last quarter.
Traz picks up her 5th block of this contest, as wrecking things inside for Franklin. Davis around the screen from Traz, drives to the right elbow, kicks out, three-pointer, too strong from Larison. Barnes up ahead to Grinstead. Grinstead losing it, and then steps out of bounds, and a turnover by Franklin.
I mean, that's just unfortunate. She just slips and falls. I liked how she's moving the break, and Grinstead was the only one running forward, trying to push it and get down low, but just didn't end up working out.
Davis gets it across the half court with Beard. And Beard runs the point for Anderson on this play. Get inside to Traz. Guarded by Cooney over the top. Push shot won't connect. And a rebound by Franklin. Both teams scoreless to start this fourth quarter. Munchell kicks out. Grinstead, three-pointer. Bullseye.
That's exactly what they needed there. Only their 13th attempted three of the day. Not shot many, and the only person besides Munchell who's made one is Brooke Grinstead.
Grinstead makes it just a one-point game. Davis stops and goes underneath. Tough shot. And a good defensive possession there from Franklin and Maddie Barnes. Cooney drives inside. Trying to find Buning down low.
I like this one-on-one.
One-on-one with Traz, and Buning scores. Give her 10 points on the day.
The only time she struggled so far today was when she has been double-teamed down low or triple-teamed. So if you can get her in any sort of one-on-one position, they should look to feed her the ball.
Illegal screen there on Beard, as Larison was coming around the screen. Beard extending the arm, and then an offensive foul takes away the basket.
Now Ella Coons coming in for Erica Buning.
First time we'll see her all night. Coons not a consistent player in this rotation, but maybe going a little bit deeper in the bench with some fouls on some players, maybe some fatigue late in this game. Both teams pushing hard.
And she does bring a good element of getting boards, bringing size down low, and, you know, like you said, with the fouls issue, it's what they need.
Big three there from Sabrina Miller. Her first field goal puts Franklin up by 4 with 6:45 in the fourth.
Not generally what we're going to see from Sabrina Miller, but an absolutely, I mean, huge shot, clutch shot, bringing it now to a 2-possession game.
Davis inside, using the footwork to get the open basket. Ended 20 points for Izzy Davis. Inside, Cooney over the top of Traz, can't finish. Now a chance to tie it up with a 2 here. Take the lead with a 3 from Williamson. Front rim, no good. And to Miller, thought about the 3. Gets it inside to Coons. and draws a foul and will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws.
Zitra has his 4th, I think. She already has 5 blocks on the day. I believe that puts her 4th foul.
Yep, that is her 4th. So we'll see if she'll stick in here. So they'll probably head to the bench with Larison or Taylor in the game for her. These free throws from Coons.
Yeah, it looked like Larison was getting ready to come in here. Huge free throw.
So with 6 minutes left in this 4th quarter, Dutraz will check out with 4 personal fouls.
And that's huge for Franklin. That gives them a size advantage down low. And they got to learn to, they got to expose that. Get the ball to Taylor Cooney down low, or even Ellie Coons.
Franklin on a 10-2 run right now, but Davis puts it into that, finishing at the rim. Davis, 22 points. Munchel over to Grinstead, 3-pointer. Foul before the shot goes on Franklin. Not sure, I didn't see the contact. That's been an illegal screen for Franklin.
Still no Jordan Kuhn. 0 for 8 still from the field, and we may not see her down the clutch.
She's done other things off the ball from besides scoring. She has 6 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 steals. And, she is a veteran presence on this team. See what Franklin and Coach Darmilio chooses down this final 5:15 inside. Larison can't, or that's Taylor. She's not finishing. Still a 1-point Franklin lead. Gooning attacking the basket underneath. Can't finish. Buning can't grab the board over Taylor. And then a timeout here by Anderson. Taken with 5 minutes left, halfway through the 4th quarter. It's just a 1-point Franklin lead. Stick with us for this final ending. So it's a 1-point Grizzly lead with 5 minutes remaining left in the 4th quarter. Anderson has the possession though, trying to retake the lead. Already had 15 lead changes in this game.
Wow, I mean, it's been back and forth since the 1st quarter, essentially. So it's definitely going to come down to the wire here. It's been a scrappy game, inefficient from both teams, but
Davis, 3-pointer left short, and Kuhn grabs the rebound and then tied up and a jump ball. But Anderson, I believe, had the possession arrow.
Yeah, it's a huge retain of possession for them. Good hustle, getting down low and tying them up.
So another opportunity here for Anderson to take the lead. Taylor, kick out to Davis. Davis backing down on Barnes. Turnaround jumper in the lane, too strong. Rebound for Franklin.
And not a single field goal for the past 2.5 minutes. Franklin really having a drought so far. They really are looking for someone to get them out.
Barnes over to Munchel. And pass inside, taken away by Tolliver. Turnover by Franklin, a costly one potentially.
They just read that all the way, and you need to close off your defender if you're going to try and get the ball down low.
Under 4 minutes to play now. Davis drives, handoff. Larison, guarded by Cooney. Larison kicks out. Taylor, three-pointer. Bullseye for Anderson.
Wow, Taylor, that's her third of the game. Putting her 3 for 6, 50% from the three-point line today has been a huge part.
And Barnes gets a shot altered by Davis, and now the other way. Anderson trying to extend this 2-point lead now. And shot up, connects from Tolliver. Back-to-back threes, makes it a 5-point Anderson lead. Franklin needing a basket here. Buning underneath, one-on-one, can't finish.
And they seem to have come to a little bit of a hold here. And now Anderson, they were able to find the momentum. Franklin's going to have to be the ones to claw their way back. Figure out in a half-court set that gets him going.
Under 3 minutes now. Davis just taking time. Behind the screen, step back, three-pointer. Well left of the backboard. Lunchell pushing the pace out to Grinstead. Grinstead finds Cooney on the cut. Cooney inside, can't finish. Franklin just can't get the points in the paint to go.
And no one's really been crashing on their offensive rebounds today. Franklin's usually done a good job of getting a lot of offensive rebounds this year. Not quite today.
I'll rebuttal that point. They do have 19 offensive rebounds.
Oh, whoa. I just have not seen that. My mistake.
Hasn't any big ones in this fourth
Yeah,
quarter.
not in the key moments down the stretch here.
That shot there from Larison off the target. And it's still in reach for Franklin. Just a 5-point game with 2 minutes, but they got to get something going on offense. Taylor Cooney checks out for Peyton C. So he has 11 points. Needs somebody to step up down the stretch here.
And now 5 minutes since their last made field goal.
See, thought about the shot, kicks out Barnes. Munchell trying to find options here. Wants to get it out to Grinstead. Grinstead with shot clock down to 10. Inside C, underneath, rolls around the rim, won't go. And a rebound secured by Anderson, a minute and a half to play.
Story of the night for the Grizzlies. Ball rolling around the rim, not quite able to get there. And I didn't like they had 4 of their 5 people all condensed in one spot.
Another blocking foul there as Grinstead came across and couldn't get her feet set. And then Izzy Davis will head to the line for 2 more free throws.
That was probably the closest one of the night, but still not completely in position. And when you have your arms up, it's almost impossible for them to call a charge there. You need to put your arms down. Whether or not it makes an impact on your fall, it's the best way to sell it to the referee.
No free throws as it wasn't on the shot from Davis. And Barnes will just wrap up Davis there. Potential foul maybe, trying to stop the clock, trying to get a steal on the inbounds.
Yeah, it's not a terrible decision. They're not really close to the bonus, but they're going to get the 2 fouls under the 2-minute marker here.
Just barely getting into Davis, and then a quick foul there from Miller.
I'm surprised the foul game is coming this early because
Still have a minute 12.
exactly, there's plenty of time here. Now,
You got
something's wrong
the
with the
fouls
clock.
to give. I think they called that another foul there on Miller before the inbound even got in. She was holding Davis.
Yeah.
Davis almost up on the half-court line there, but drives inside, floater, no good. Barnes the rebound. Franklin needs a basket here. Barnes taking it all the way, throwing it up, taking contact, and will head to the line.
I think they looked at the referee there saying, like, finally they were able to, get enough contact down low to get some free throws. And now, these are huge free throws. You got to nail both of these here. I mean, you could afford to miss one, but just not ideally. You want to make both of these here.
Yeah, just want to make it a 3-point game with 59 seconds left. Barnes connects on the first one. Molly Schulte will check in for Franklin.
Yeah, Barnes only shot 15 free throws in the year, but 12 of those going in, an 80% free throw shooter.
2 for 2. Makes it a 3-point game with 59 seconds left.
And it's unfortunate they're literally 0.3 under where it would be two potential shot clock possessions. So Franklin's really going to have to do their best to manage the time here.
Full court press from Franklin. He's trying to force a turnover. And a 5-second violation.
They couldn't get the timeout in time.
Yep. Their coach on the sideline arguing for it. No timeout called, and that's a huge blunder there from Anderson. Gives Franklin the ball back. Munchel has to get in herself, does so long for Barnes. Schulte to Grinstead. Munchel, open three-pointer. Off the left side of the rim, no good.
They still have another possession here. You do not need to foul. That's one possession game. You still have another possession. Try and force a steal.
Yeah. Anderson has to get across half court. And that's an 8-second violation. Or a 10-second violation on Anderson. They didn't get across half court. Another costly turnover.
And now I believe
Anderson's going to get the substitution in here. That's a huge defensive stand for Franklin. They force the 10-second violation. They get the ball back.
I mean, two amazing defensive possessions. Getting, like you said, getting the 5-second, then getting the 10-second. I mean, I thought the referee pointed to Anderson's coach. I thought he called a technical.
I don't know if it was a technical or he's just saying there was a timeout. I'm not entirely sure what happened there. But we'll step aside for this full timeout here taken by Franklin. 42.3 left, 3-point game. So Franklin with the possession with 42.3. They don't exactly need a three-pointer right away here. If they can get it quick, too, it can be beneficial still.
Yeah, they're going to get it to Barnes. Let's see.
They're going to go with a three-pointer. It's going to be from Grinstead. Grinstead pops out, defended well, step back, three-pointer. Grinstead bounces around, won't fall. And then a foul there taken by Franklin quickly. I'll put DeTraz at the line. Goes on Munchel, just her second. There's two players in foul trouble for Franklin. Sabrina Miller and Brooke Grinstead both have 4 fouls. DeTraz will head to the line. She's 3 for 4 from the line so far today. Can make it a 2-point possession with any of these free throws connecting, but the first one won't fall.
Yeah, DeTraz near a little over 50% on the season from the free throw line. Probably the person you wanted to foul.
And they miss both. And then D'Armilio will take a timeout for Franklin. Get the inbound on the far side of the court for Franklin. After this timeout, take a full timeout. So we'll step aside. 27.5 left. 3-point game still. Last time out here on Saturday, this women's team had a crazy finish versus Rose Holman. The game-winning free throw from Taylor Cooney was the one that did it for them. But this one will need a bit more than just a free throw.
Yeah, they're going to be looking for Brooke Grinstead here. I would look for more something a little, rotational. Look for something off the ball. Don't give her the ball and try to get her in some pick-and-roll situation. I like her in the catch-and-shoot area specifically. They tried to do it there where they had her fake inside and then go back out. I'm just saying running across, doing more of a floppy set, running across, screens down low on either side, and just forcing the defender to chase her. I think that's your best bet when you're going for three.
Grinstead, Buning, Munchel, Barnes, and Schulte, the 5 for Franklin. Davis, Seawack, Tolliver, Taylor, and Larison, the 5 for Anderson. 27.8 on the clock. Franklin just needs a 3 to tie. Barnes, top of the key, over to Grinstead. On that sideline, just kept it in bounds. Down to 15. Buning inside, underneath, blocked by Taylor. And then on the ground, tying up. And then they're calling a foul there on the ground on Franklin.
Surprised they didn't call a jump ball, but it must have jumped. I mean, it was hard to see from up here. Maybe someone could have jumped on a player, but that's really the only sort of explanation for a call like that.
Puts McKinley Taylor at the line. She's 2 for 2 in this contest from the free throw line. And any make here might just be the dagger for Franklin. First one misses, though. Huge free throw coming for McKinley Taylor.
And Taylor, again, 57% from the free throw line this year. Another person that you probably wanted to foul.
Second one connects, though. Makes it a 4-point game with just 10 seconds left. Coach Armillo will take a timeout here. This will be a 30 seconds timeout for Franklin, so we'll stay here. It's been the Izzy Davis show again for Anderson. 22 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists. Has just ran that offense for the Ravens all night.
D-Traz has really been a force down low for them defensively and offensively. 11 and 6, not super impressive when you first look at, but 4 for 5 from the field and 5 blocks on the night. She's been doing a really good job down low, especially on Erica Buning, trying to get her post-ups going. Not quite been able to do it the consistency that she usually does.
McKinley Taylor, though, another impressive stat line. 12 points, 15 rebounds, 4 blocks.
Wow.
Both their centers down low have been dominant against this Franklin team, wreaking havoc down low. Franklin will need a quick basket here off the inbound. It's the same 5 out there. Schulte is trying to pin down screen. They get into Barnes. Barnes got to go quickly. Munchel puts up a 3. Cash! Billy Munchel makes it almost a 1-point game. And they got to foul quickly. They fouled Davis with 4.1 on the clock.
Not the person you want to foul, obviously, but they didn't really have too much of a choice. Not enough time on the clock to really trap her and force the ball out. 1-point game, you're just going to have to hope maybe she just misses one of them so you don't have to force yourself to take a 3. But let's just acknowledge an absolutely massive shot from Munchel on her second 3 of the game. Not necessarily, her game, and she's going out there and executing.
I don't think Franklin will have any timeouts left if they miss this free throw. First free throw misses. So just be a 2-point game. A 3 would win it for Franklin. A 2 would put us to overtime.
I'm not sure if their players know that that Franklin doesn't have a timeout. So we'll see if she even.
First free throw misses. Taylor grabs the rebound and throws it off of Barnes and keeps it for Anderson.
And even though she missed both free throws, they're going to have to foul again.
Second came off the clock there, 3.1. Anderson with possession. What a play there.
Yeah, I mean, that's just an absolutely smart, massive play. All right.
A quick foul there. Another 2.5 ticks off.
They're going to want to fix the clock here.
Doesn't look like they'll go to it. Let's take the scoreboard.
He put it at 2.7.
2.7. And then Free throw was going up, but the referees calling off and weren't set for it. It missed, though. I think they had to make sure Grinstead, she fouled out there. That was her 5th foul. And so they had to make sure she got off the court.
That's actually a huge issue because now if she makes both these free throws here, your main 3-point threat is out of the game.
So the first free throw here for Larison and connects. It's just a 2-point game now with 2.7.
I mean, if I'm Anderson, I'm missing it here. Force them to get the board like they did last time and throw up a shot rather than get set and, figure something out.
She makes it. It's a 3-point game. A three-pointer would tie it up and send us to overtime. It'll have to be a bit of a heave, though. Franklin got to go the length of the distance. No timeouts. Get it into Miller. Miller just going to have to heave it from half court. Can't get enough on it. And Anderson takes the season series over Franklin. A huge win for the Ravens. This came in today. Just 5-3 or 5-4 in conference. They moved to 6-4 in conference play. Franklin falls to 6-4 as well. In that middle of the pack there, both teams fighting for the last couple home court advantage spots as we hit the halfway mark of conference play. Second half of the season is going to be a lot of jockeying back and forth for the standings. Both teams in the middle there, along with Rose Holman with that mix. It was the Izzy Davis show for Rose Holman. 22 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists. Franklin, they had 5 players in double figures, but just wasn't enough to get past the Ravens today.
Yeah, no one really, took the step as a leader, and I just think, the rough night from Jordan Kuhn. You're gonna have your hard nights. She had a hard one tonight. Didn't play much at all in the second half, and that was definitely a big issue. And I think, 21 personal fouls. You had 11 in the first half. You have to correct that already. That's already way too many, and then you do 10 more in the second. Whether they think that's the ref's fault or not, it does show that you're not being clean enough on the defensive end. So it's just, that's a huge issue, and they only forced 5 turnovers the entire second half, Franklin. Anderson had 10 going into the second half. You want to continue to put that pressure on them, on their defense, like they had been doing. Didn't execute that in the second half, and that's a big reason why Anderson came out with this one today.
Yeah, Brooke Grinstead leads the Grizzlies in scoring with 13 points, 5 rebounds, hit 3 3-pointers. Taylor Cooney had 12 and 10 rebounds, another double-double for her. Munchell, 12 points, hit 2 threes. A big performance from her with 6 assists to go with it. Franklin got outscored. Not many categories. Points from turnovers, they are outscored, but they and second chance points and fast break points, but the points in the paint, Franklin won 28-24, and bench points 33-29. Peyton C, the leader off the bench with 11 points and 4 rebounds.
And Franklin just struggled in terms of their efficiency tonight. They shot 84 shots. Anderson only shot 65 and nearly made as many as Franklin did, and half of their shots were 3-pointers. And they were pretty efficient from the 3-point line. They were, comparatively, they matched their season average at 31%. And, shooting 32 threes, making 10 of them, that's good enough for them. That's all they really need. And, even though you out-rebounded them if you're Franklin, and you had more assists, Anderson doesn't really move the ball really well, but that's not their game. So I just feel like Franklin was just too sloppy tonight and just weren't, and, they had some players with rough nights. And, inefficiency. Taylor Cooney and, Erica Buning both in double figures, but 5 for 16 and 5 for 17. They were having a lot of trouble down low, and I think that also comes from the 12 blocks that Anderson had. Down low, they were just absolutely swatting anything that was getting near them.
Franklin is back on the road for the next 2 matchups against Bluffton and Rose Holman. They return back here on Grizz TV on the first versus Earlham. The next broadcast will be the men's game next Wednesday, I believe, for Franklin. So we'll be back in a week from today. We'd like to thank you all for watching. I was Ryan Gage, with me Luke Shepard, and have a great rest of your night.